Welcome back to Architecture. And in the world of themed entertainment, architecture goes beyond just buildings. And we're going to present a number of different perspectives on the definition. To start things off, please welcome Joe, thank you, Senior Vice President and CTO of ACE, as he tells us about the creation of an incredible project to create a new performance location, the Legend of the Gods. Bingo is sharing this story on behalf of the Waishen. Waishen? I'll let you do it. Thank you, Bingo.
All right, thank you. Hi, hi. I think I should be the most nervous one. I'm not an architect. I have nothing to do with architect. The only similarity is only the A. I'm come from ACE. My company is ACE. My name is Bingo Cho. Uh, I better look at the screen. I cannot focus. Uh, Let me start with some backline story. And it is in a small place called Weihai. It's in the northeastern part of China. Uh, in fact, very close to Korea. As you can see the opposite of Korea. They serve the same water. Um, this is a truly small city with population of less than 200,000 people, but it's a wonderful city, a very beautiful one. As you can see, there's a lot of landscape in China. As you know, pollution is a problem. Every day is problem, but never in this city. It has 600 miles of coastline. Well, a lot of forest, less forest, clean air, no pollution. So it's a very desirable city to live in. In fact, our lovely lady Amy in the back translating for us. She's lived in a while in the Weihai, and she can interpret nicely how beautiful this city is. And other than city, this time I bring you two men with one vision. Uh, these two guys, friends, I know them. I'm not sure they know me. Uh, the first man I'm come up there, you know him. I'm not sure he knows you. He's our big boss, Xi Jinping. And this is what I'm want to say about is he wants to fight pollution. As you know, China has a lot of industrial problem. The pollution is one of it. A lot of people. So how do we fight pollution is a big problem. He mandating more and better quality culture and tourism attractions in China is one of the important steps. So take a look at this cultural tourism. There's no cultural tourism or business in China maybe 5 years ago. There are two major ministry, the cultural ministry and tourist ministry. And our chairman has the visions that he take the efforts to combine this major ministry into one. Has very good reason. Uh, Mr. Xia is the chairman of Huaxia Group. He is a a I would say a local people. He was farming. He was making cement, and interestingly, he is a Renaissance. He write poem. He write story, and he is also a patriot to our country. The vision. Uh, Mr. Shah come from this city, his hometown, and in his courtyard, he lives in a village, about 14 inch. It's a small county. His family name is Mr. Xia. Xia is an old name. It's a very traditional ancient Chinese name. And behind it has a quarry, which was a stone mine, a lot of stone. During then, they make good money because of the stone. But after many years of cultivation, it become a wasted land, no stone to culture anymore. So what do? The living it become a problem. There's no more job, no more incoming money, and um, just because of it, he's a part of this hometown. That so what can we do? He asked the same question, and he explores this quarry, and suddenly I don't know how he come up with this ideas, looking at some sandstones, and then he said, "Why not we do this?" And start planning, and his master plan is like that. Actually, from a nothing abandoned place and into a big resource place with many areas. He's not high tech at all. He's just homeland people, a farmer, his village people, average village people, but he has this vision to build these things. So the challenge, obviously, there's challenges. Uh, well, the first challenge, he still have hairs, and it is quite a large size. About 500 acres. So submarine, high tech. Because it is seaside city, so it has a lot of rains, typhoons, so flooding is a problem. So he start to do work a little bit by a little bit to go into these problems, which even the local government cannot solve because it's a small city, as you may see. It's under 200,000 people. In China, that's a very small city. It has a lot of problems. So how do they begin? And digging, start digging. I need to remind you that my story is very low tech. I don't have your vision. We are not creative. We know how to dig holes. Sands, gravel, and a lot of filling dirt. Yes, thank you. Uh, well, you read the numbers, how much dirt we dig. What's that? One ball, two balls, and three spaceships Earth. And, well, our blimps, cement trucks. Ha ha. Well, I'm sure you all enjoying this while you're solving a problem, but here's the actual work they have done. Start construction, a lot of construction. And this group, this uh, Huaxia group is also transformed from farmer, cultivating stones. They make your cement tube, underground construction, and machinery. And this is how they start gradually. So what I need. So can I create? Can I make more jobs on it? So this is a little bit by little bit. They have this plan. It's although he has one master plan, but there's no well-structured planning like your guys. And they only have to do it when they have problem, they solve the problem a bit at a time. We are earthly people. We're not like you, the God. Uh, construction, construction, and a lot of architects. This is how we get in. I'm not they building it. I'm just saying it. Uh, this is interesting building because these groups of people, especially Mr. Shah, his vision because he liked poems, so he studied Chinese myth gods. We have so much we are rich of historical stories. So within this storyline, this dynasty of construction, he can make up, picking up ideas. So that's how they start the planning and construction, and this is after the construction. They have to fill in the land, finding the right tree species, many samplings, and planning. Uh, 11 million trees was planted. Now it's actually more because it's an ongoing project, but they fill in all the dirt with greens. This is a part of it. 11 millions. Iceland, New Zealand, and Ireland combined. 11 million. Uh, what is now? We have some photos before and after. Before and after. It's quite beautiful when you look at it from all angles where you are, because it has water, it's green, there's trees, hills. It's very beautiful scenic place before and after. On the lake, you see a boat. That's actually a audience sits for the performance before and after the summer palace. Before and after. We see a pagoda here. This pagoda named um, Chunting, Spring Pagoda. This is actually the name of the director, the chairman. So Xia Chunting is the Chunting is summer pagoda. And from here, we draw a line directly to the sea. So we have a vision, we have a pagoda, an archway. Our visions is to Pacific Ocean. Result of two men's vision. So this is a consequence. When our chairman visiting place, I have to give her my translation to Amy. Mr. Shah has, well, no, our chairman, Xi Dada, because Xi Jinping, he is officially called 绿水青山，就是金山银山. Can you translate it, Amy? Are you translating? So it's like a green mountain water. That's your gold and silver mountain. So you can make money with it. Uh, at the end of the day, there's some awards. There's Tourist Attraction Awards 5A 2017, the same year Flying Horse Award. And this archway, we call it the Huaxia Village, Weihai Village. Weihai is the name of the city. Weihai. And it's quite a big place to go. To waterfalls, man-made. And it has light show, nighttime, so people can spend days, nights, a week inside it. There are Buddhist shava in a big one, raised from the water. This Buddha is a very beautiful place to take pictures. And in the night times, it's a show. It calls the moving show. So a show can move. In the theme of the Legend of the Gods, we have a lot of gods. These gods specify some god story in that area called Eight Gods Across the Sea. So this bowl actually rotate 360-degree, and on top of the rotation, it also move back and forth, take you to the scenery. With this move, It can take you right at the scene because the scene is quite big. It's hard to change props. So with this movement, you can see a lot more, and the storytelling can be a lot more compelling. Mobile audience setting. Uh, I'm not going to talk about show. I know you guys expert, so I try to avoid it. This is low tech stuff. So it's a flying god, um, many gods dancing, and more than 2,000 tons of water. Um, this audience sits. Okay. There's other stuff more than this. They have a Sea World inside these premises. SeaWorld of Weihai, a 3D, 4D, sorry, 4D cinema. Uh, and in the SeaWorld is also interesting that it has also a storyline. When you walk into it, it gradually opened to why Weihai become today. It was a seaport, how the trading between China and Western world. There are stories inside this and shows as usual, and everybody loves it. Um, so what is the benefit? First, economy is bringing substantial, so the whole social and environmental benefits as well. Construction related job, big construction, ongoing construction, um, tourist relay artists, performers, engineers, and it's the whole environment, not only for tourists, actually also for the local people, local residents. Recreation, education, and this place will later become the Chinese government officer training center. They will locate some of their facility to produce special program for Chinese government. Clean air, very clean. Um, it has a sustainable ecosystem. Well, flora, fauna, habitats. They bring it in. All the things here was nothing 10 years ago. Uh, so we have these millions visitors, millions visitors, and no international consultant. All local work by one company, one vision. The residents of this place is continuous growth because this place is growing and becoming a major attraction to pull in tourists other than tourist businesses. So through this entrepreneurial vision, so there's a transformation has a lot of impact on the environment, which we all are trying to do. Thank you.
Thank you.